NBA ranking show. My main man, Kenny, right there, over there. The man, how are you doing today, Kenny?
I'm doing great, doing great.
Good, good, good. So a lot of basketball changes with these rankings. I noticed when you started to look at it. So let's get right into it at number 5.
Number 5, we get Chicago. This was a toss-up. I really know that Milwaukee has the better is better in the win column, but
Yep.
Chicago is a way better team. They get a great team, great bench. Nikola averaged a double-double, 50 rebounds, and he's in there moving around in the paint. So I give him a number 5.
So a little concerning though, right? They had COVID issues. Not sure they're going to be
Mhm.
able to stay on this list. We discussed it on Friday's show, and they got a couple tough games coming up. So it'd be interesting to see how they do. I think they've got 5 players out right now currently with COVID. So
Yeah,
at least,
yeah,
or at least on the protocol. So
protocol, but that's like team injury list on the NFL. Just rest, rest,
yeah.
rest, rest. Yeah.
So what about at number 4?
Number 4, Brooklyn. I gotta say, Patty Mills is doing an excellent job because of Kyrie is not coming back. Kyrie's not
You still not feeling it? You
Kyrie,
don't think Kyrie will be back?
Kyrie's not, Kyrie's not coming back.
How devastating would this team be though if Kyrie comes back?
Oh, this team would worse.
You think it would take away
Right
from
now,
them?
oh yeah, they're gelling right now. Now they're moving the ball, gelling. They know who can shoot and who can't shoot. They get their bench together, but Harden and McBrand into it.
Yeah, Harden's still struggling a little bit though. To me, I just feel like he still has an opportunity to play a little better for them, and I think that'll obviously, if you think about where they're ranked currently, would push him up higher. But if you're looking at the teams that are remaining, they're all in the West, so they are right now, according to these rankings, the best team in the East.
Yeah, it's
Right.
amazing. Yeah.
So it is kind of crazy to think about with one of the best players not playing. It's kind of crazy. So number 3, this is a team that hasn't really made the list too often.
Utah.
So the Utah Jazz. I like it. I like the pick. Why'd you bring them?
Second
Okay.
points per game.
So I don't think they get enough credit for what they do in Utah. If you think about it, they had the best record last season, right?
Yep.
Donovan
Mhm.
Mitchell's a star. I think the kid's a legitimate star. And then Rudy Gobert, if you really think about the pairing, so they have a big 2. Because Gobert, even though he's not a dominant scorer, defensively, what he can do, you know what I mean? Play these big centers out in the West and able to control them. This team is sneaky good. Sneaky good. Could be the number 1 team by the time this is all said and done.
If Mike Conley would come around, he was great in the Grizzlies. Mike Conley was great playing the Grizzlies. He was an all-star caliber player. But
Last year, yeah.
Utah,
Yeah. So what about number 2?
I just want to say 3 things. Number 1, can we break the record already, Steph Curry? Let's stay up to 12 o'clock time. He's not going to do it in Indiana. He's not going to do it in Indiana. Okay.
You want to go to Madison Square? I'd like to
You know what? You know what? I was watching the game last night, and they got a really
Yeah, I mean, listen, Pool's been solid for them. All those young guys, and Wiggins has stepped up his play. Draymond looks like he's back to Draymond of old.
that corner shooting three. Like, oh my God.
No.
Good.
Very good bench. And obviously, we're expecting Clay come back anytime now, probably in the next 2 weeks. Can they regain number one? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, most definitely.
So what about? So who did you have at number one?
Phoenix? First time, Phoenix. They got great role players. Okay, all right. They got great role players. They got Payne. They got Sherman. They got John. Okay, I'm telling you, they got some great role players. And old man Chris Paul is running the floor. Winning without D-Book.
Yeah, that's important, right? You're gonna win. You got to win without your best player. At times, it just goes to show how good of a team they are, how deep they are.
Yeah, that's amazing. I was like, without Devin Booker.
And a guy you've talked about in the past. Yeah, a guy you've talked about in the past that doesn't get enough credit is Ayton, and what he's able to do for that team.
Yes, give that man his money. Give that man his out. Give that man his money. He blocks. He rebounding. He put back buckets. Give the man his money.
So, out of these top five, is there a team that we should be looking for that's outside of these five that possibly could be on the list next week? Off of this list, Milwaukee should probably overtake Chicago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So, what about from a player's standpoint? So, things you're looking forward to. You talked about Steph Curry in the three and beating that record. Does it happen this week?
We got 4 or 5. We got 5. He
Yeah,
had 10. He had 10. He made 3.
Yeah.
So if Indiana was smart, they do the same thing. That,
Yeah, once you know, there's kind of a strategy behind it now and defensively how to play him. But Philly played great defense against them, so they're starting to make some moves as well. So before we end the show, let me ask you, on Friday, we did a pick and roll of the best top 5 3-point shooters in NBA history and how we would rank them.
Mm-hmm.
And both of us picked exactly the same. Steph Curry ahead of Ray Allen. Would you have seen it the same way?
Yeah.
Reggie? We had it. He was third.
I would never.
No, it was amazing play. Amazing play. Having a few technical difficulties. You're kind of breaking in and out. I think I just lost Kenny as well. So once again, if you are watching, check us out on Friday nights at 6 p.m. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. You can follow us on social media at Sports Unfolded on Facebook and Twitter, at Broadcasting RI on Twitter, Sports_Unfolded on Instagram. Or you can listen to us on our podcast on Amazon, Anchor, Google, Spotify. We're also on SEC TV. That's Public Access Channel 12. in Southeast Connecticut. So a lot of different ways to watch, follow. Kenny, I appreciate your time. I know you had a little bit of some technical difficulties, but I appreciate your insight on the NBA and great rankings this week. I like it. I like where it's headed. All right, brother. We'll go check you out. Fans out there, thanks for tuning in. Check out the Sports Unfolded Twitter or Facebook or the Instagram to look at this rankings list up front. Okay. Thank you. Take care, everybody out there. Have a great night. Peace.